Welcome to an authoritative exploration of one of the most critical articles in the Indian Constitution, Article 13. This is the constitutional sword. To understand Article 13, you need to visualize the core concept, a shield and a sword protecting it. The shield is fundamental rights, enshrined in Part 3 of the Constitution. Article 13 is the sword, wielded by the judiciary to protect those rights, ensuring no law violates them. Let's first examine Article 13, Clause 2, which deals with laws made after the Constitution came into effect. Article 13.2 applies to laws enacted by Parliament or state legislatures after January 26, 1950, the date the Constitution was adopted. If any post-constitutional law takes away or abridges a fundamental right, it is struck down by the court and declared void ab initio, meaning void from the very beginning. Next, we turn to Article 13, Clause 1, which addresses laws that existed before the Constitution. Article 13.1 introduces the critical Doctrine of Eclipse, applying to pre-constitutional laws that were valid before January 26, 1950. Under the Doctrine of Eclipse, if a pre-constitutional law clashes with a fundamental right, it doesn't become totally dead, only dormant or eclipsed. It can become fully operative again if the fundamental right conflicting with it is later removed or amended. A key function of Article 13 is its definition of what exactly constitutes law under the Constitution. Article 13.3 gives a broad definition of law, encompassing acts of Parliament, ordinances, orders, rules, regulations, notifications, and even customs or usages having the force of law. This broad definition ensures that all forms of state action, not just statutory enactments, are subject to the scrutiny of fundamental rights. When a law is found to be unconstitutional, the court uses another critical tool known as the Doctrine of Severability. The Doctrine of Severability means the court doesn't need to strike down the entire statute. It acts like a scalpel, invalidating only the specific, offensive part that violates fundamental rights. If the unconstitutional part can be separated without defeating the main purpose of the act, the rest of the statute remains valid, saving unnecessary legislative work. Article 13 forms the very constitutional basis for the judiciary's most supreme power, judicial review. Judicial review is the power of the judiciary to examine the constitutionality of legislative enactments and executive orders. Article 13 explicitly grants this power in relation to fundamental rights. By empowering the courts to strike down invalid laws, Article 13 makes the judiciary the ultimate interpreter and guardian of the Constitution. To wrap up, let's revisit the core idea and touch upon a crucial amendment related to Article 13. Remember, fundamental rights are the shield, and Article 13 is the sword, ensuring the sanctity of those rights against legislative overreach. Although the 24th Amendment introduced Article 13.4, attempting to limit this power, the judiciary, through the case of Ananda Bharati case, established the basic structure doctrine, ensuring its guardian role remains intact.